Hello, this is Miles McGeehan here, and we're going to share with you a couple nice administrative functions within the Coursesites LMS. First, we'll talk about a copy and move function that's really nice for moving content around within the course or even to other courses that the instructor may possess. Second, we'll discuss adding a co-instructor to the course, which could also be very helpful in allowing another instructor to copy your course. Third, we'll talk about exporting your course as a cartridge that can be imported into another course. And fourth, we'll talk about how to hibernate your course, which means you can make it inactive, allowing you to have other courses up and running for maybe a different semester or a different school year when you're not teaching that particular course. All right, let's begin. First, we'll talk about copying course content. I'm here in a course content area. And anywhere that I have content, whether it's an assignment, an item, a file, a quiz, etc., or even a folder that contains lots of other content within it, I can simply choose the little caret next to the content item, and in the lower half here, I can choose copy. When I choose copy, I'm allowed to copy this to a different area within the course by using the browse function here. And I can choose other content folders or other areas of the course to copy this into. Now, this function implies that copying would leave the original content folder here, and then it would also create a replica of it somewhere else, complete with all the files and assignments and quizzes and everything that you have inside of that folder, etc. So this is a very, very handy tool, especially if you have a really good unit or a really good activity that you want to replicate in multiple places. Another really neat thing is you can actually change the destination course. So if you want to take this assignment or this content folder and move it to an entirely different course, you can simply just select a destination course and decide which course you want to move it to. Again, another very handy feature. Imagine a teacher uses separate courses for each section of a science class that they teach or a math class that they teach. They could create one assignment in the first parent course and then copy this over to multiple other sections or courses. So very, very handy function here. A couple other things to point out. I like the default settings here. It's basically going to copy and make replicas of all the embedded files or attachments, which is what we want. So then we just go ahead and hit submit, and simple as that, it will appear elsewhere. Now, very similar to the copy function, we can go to a folder, or maybe we can go within a folder. Let's say we accidentally put an assignment within the week 2 area, or after we taught the course we wanted to move this assignment into a different folder or a different part of the course. Well, I can click on it, and this time instead of copy I'll choose move. What move allows the teacher to do is to actually take it from that content area or that folder and move it elsewhere. So a great way to reorganize the course, maybe during the summer or during a break or after the course is taught, to get it prepared for the next go at things. Great, so copy and move, very, very useful functions. Next, we'll show you how to add a co-instructor into the course. Over here on the far left, we're going to move down to the control panel and choose users and groups. We'll choose users, and I can simply invite a user, but instead of allowing them to be a student, I'm going to change them to an instructor role. And then I would go ahead and put in that individual's email address, give it a quick subject line and so forth, and hit submit. Conversely, we'll jump back into the users menu here. And if there is a person that's already a student in the course, I can select, or actually I can edit their participation. So I can actually change the user's role in the course. And rather than student, I can actually make them a TA, a grader, a guest, a teaching assistant, etc. One word of caution: you would never want to take your own name and take yourself off as the instructor. Once you do that, then you have no control of the course anymore, and you have no administrative responsibilities, and it's very, very difficult to get yourself back into the course. So be careful with that one. Don't change your own user role. So I'll pause here for a second and talk about why a co-instructor might be nice. Imagine I create a great course that I want to share with other teammates in my grade level. Well, I can simply make the other teacher a co-instructor, and then they can come in and copy, maybe it's a content folder or a unit, and take it over to their course using the copy function that we just debuted a few minutes ago. Another thing a teacher could do as a co-instructor is that they can make a course copy. So we'll show you that one here. Under the Packages and Utilities Course Management function area, I could create a course copy. So this is going to create a new course, but it will have the word copy following it. And so I'd give it a new course name, etc., etc. And you would go through and choose all the content that you want an exact copy of. So that is a great way to allow another instructor to collaborate or even beg, borrow, and steal your content and share across the hall. Next, while we're in the Packages and Utilities area, I'm going to show you where you can export the course as a package that could be uploaded and imported into another course. So your content would be in a nice little bundle and ready to go. Simply choose the Export Course, choose Export Package. Go ahead and through here and set your settings as appropriate. Choose the different content that you want to package together and hit Submit. You would send that down to your desktop, and then you could manage it, save it, email it, etc. And then if you wanted to input it into another course down the road, you'd come back to this Packages and Utilities Center and use the Import Package. Simply follow the directions here. The neat thing about importing a package is you would go and select that zip file from the export process we just debuted a moment ago, and then you can actually a la carte choose different content areas that you wanted to have imported into this new course. So it's a handy feature, and then hit Submit, and that would populate within the course a new course structure. All right, let's talk a moment about availability of the course. In the Coursesites, since it's a free tool, they allow a teacher to host 5 live courses at a time. Well, let's say you teach a class one year and then you don't teach it the next year, but you want to just keep it around, maybe in a hibernating status. We can do that. And by hibernating the course or making it inactive, it would allow us to keep 5 live courses going, and we can have as many inactive courses as we want. So again, down in the course management area, this time we're going to go and look into the customization area and the properties. And here in number 3, set availability, we're going to make the course no, not available. And simply scroll down and hit Submit. When you log into the initial Coursesites landing area, we see all the courses that we're an instructor for. Notice that some of my courses I have listed here as unavailable. That just shows how the course will appear while it's in a hibernating status. I've got quite a few unavailable courses here, and I can actually clean that up by simply checking the gear icon on the top right. Here I can select what I can view in that prior page. So if I don't want to see this unavailable physics course, I simply uncheck it and it will be out of view, cleaning up that last page, and choose Submit. There used to be a physics course right here, and it's no longer visible. So I could take and go through and make all of these unavailable and not visible, and but they are still there, they're hibernating, and you could turn them back on at a later time. Great, well I hope some of those administrative tools will help you out, both with moving content and copying content around in your course or between other courses, adding a co-instructor, which would be great for a co-teaching environment, or allowing them to copy your course Finally, we showed off how to make an export package so we can import it later if we ever needed to. And finally, how to hibernate a course, and if you ever needed to reactivate it, you just go back through those similar steps and make the course active later. Well, I hope you found this useful as you wrap up the year with your course, and until next time, have a great week.